Can Nicaea make a difference to church unity today?
All should realize how important are the decisions taken 1,700 years ago in Nicaea for the entire Christian world today, and how prophetic they are for the quest of Christian unity at this beginning of the 21st century.
The 1700th anniversary of the Council of Nicaea should therefore also be regarded as an invitation and a challenge to learn from history and to deepen the synodal idea today in ecumenical fellowship.
But I think in the case of the Catholic and Orthodox churches, we can say that there's such a robust sameness or even essence or identity of like living structure present in both, if I could say this, branches of the Apostolic Church, that we're justified in trying to see what we already live is the same thing in some sense in both communions.
We have used theological arguments to cement our divisions, although our estrangement has more to do with geopolitics than with theology.
Orthodox and Roman Catholics, and Bishop Joe mentioned this the other day, we use the exact same formula for calculating our choice of date for Pascha. In fact, we all follow the Nicene formula. The problem is we use different calendars.
Lately, the West has done a lot of listening to the East on synodality. It is time for the East also to pay attention to the content of the conciliar spirit of the West.
The ecumenical significance of the Council of Nicaea lies in the renewal and deepening of its creed, the revitalization of a synodal way of life within the various churches, and the recovery of a common date for the celebration of Easter.
So it means that for us today, on the way towards the unity of the divided Christians, the very fundamental belief is to recognize the Holy Trinity and to agree with the Council of Nicaea and its creed.
So although Nicaea doesn't give us a full-fledged doctrine of the Church, it, I think, very directly puts onto the agenda what we have to say about the Church, if that's the kind of God we believe in, and that's the kind of salvation we believe in.
In various ways, the Council of Nicaea invites us to recover a sense of who we are as baptized Christians.
On the occasion of Pope Francis' visit the Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew in Constantinople for the feast of St. Andrew, the patron saint of this patriarchate in 2014, he spoke these moving words, I quote, "I want to assure each of you that the Catholic Church, in order to achieve the longed-for goal of full unity, does not intend to impose any requirement other than that of professing the common faith." He went on to add, "The only thing that the Catholic Church desires, and that I, as Bishop of Rome, the Church that presides in charity, aspire to, is communion with the Orthodox churches."
What we say about our life as churches, but much more importantly, our life as church, is rooted in the eternal purpose of God, directed towards the new creation and the body of Christ.
Above all, we find ourselves together when we find God. Orthodox and Catholic Christians rediscover their common identity in a transcendent Trinitarian origin and in view of union with a transcendent Trinitarian end.
It's therefore not that there is a kind of comparability between the communion of finite substance and the life of the Trinity, but that the unsurpassable unity that is the life of the Trinity continues to generate forms of communion that share in some measure in its own unchanging reality.
Can Nicaea make a difference to church unity today?